Hi, today's word is Romans chapter 12, verse 3, and it says, For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as God has dealt every man the measure of faith. So, what this particular verse is saying is that we should not think of ourselves more highly than we ought to. That is, we should not be proud or think that we are better than others, but we should think soberly, according as God has dealt to every man the measure of faith. So we all have the same measure of faith, and that is why we should think of ourselves soberly. We should be humble, basically. So we can see that we all have the same measure of faith in Galatians chapter 2, verse 20, which says, I am crucified with Christ, nevertheless I live, yet not I, but Christ lives in me, and the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. So we all have the faith of Jesus, which we live by now. And so that's why we should think soberly and we should be humble always.